It's Christmas time. Who loves Christmas music? I know I do. My two favorite ones, and I know people are going to laugh, but it's by George Michael, Last Christmas. And I love my girl, Mariah Carey. All I want for Christmas is you. So you know what? This is what I wanted for Christmas. I wanted Miss Brenda Foreman to come and talk to our listeners about Broward County Clerk of Courts. Good afternoon, Miss Foreman.
Good afternoon, everyone.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
What is going on? What is the first thing you want Broward County to know?
That I am a real person.
Oh, I like it.
Because a lot of people don't think that I exist, but I do.
And how can they find you?
I have 4 locations, but the main courthouse is 201 Southeast 6th Street. I'm located down there. Yes, I do have an open door policy, but just don't walk in because you may be surprised sometime I may not be there. So you're going to have to call if you have a question that really doesn't concern what you have to go through, because my office, yes, I will answer questions, but remember now, I cannot pay your fees, I cannot pay your fines, I cannot pay your court costs. So don't ask me to pay those things for you, because I collect those things from you.
Okay.
So, but yes, I am located at the main courthouse downtown.
Okay. How long and when were you sworn in?
I was sworn in January of this year for my 3rd term.
Wow.
Yes, I was first elected in 2016.
Okay.
And then re-elected in 2020.
Wow.
And then re-elected in 2024.
I'm glad you're here. You are a real person. I just found out. 3 terms. Wow.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
It's funny, I knew you before you knew me, and I knew you the wrong way when I got a ticket. My first ticket.
Okay.
Yeah, it says,
Wow.
Broward County Clerk of Courts. Either you pay the ticket, you fight the ticket. I'm like, God bless America.
Well, thank you for paying the ticket.
Not by choice.
Wow. The question is, are you a repeat offender?
No, I've actually been good since I married law enforcement
Okay.
because I cannot embarrass him or myself.
Awesome.
So, yes, I became a granny driver now.
Okay.
We're happy to have you on the team.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Granny drivers.
Thank you. And you know what? I even called Brenda Foreman. I must say, I was in Walgreens, and a gentleman was asking Walgreens because he wanted to get his pictures done for his passport. And I literally called Ms. Foreman, and I said, hey, he didn't know, because he lives in Palm Beach County, and he had no clue that he didn't have to go to Miami, that he can go to Broward County. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Okay. My passport office, when I became the clerk of the court in 2016, the passport office was one of the things that I wanted to get to be a part of the clerk's office.
Okay.
So when I came in to have that done, I did everything I needed to do, called the state, get the paperwork going, let them know that I wanted to have the passport office at all 4 of my courthouses. We went through the process of what we had to do, and absolutely, they made Broward County Clerk of Courts as one of the locations that you can come and get your passport.
Wow.
And this is what I did when I became the clerk after I was sworn in. So the passport office has been at all 4 of my locations: Hollywood, Plantation, Hillsborough, and downtown. I have a passport office. So if you need your passport, you can come to me Monday through Friday, 7:30, 8 o'clock, to about maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon to get your passport. Sometimes the lines get long. It's according to the time frame that you come. When you do come, there's a process that you go through, and we do everything. There's a one-stop shop. You don't even have to go take a photo and bring it. We take photos at our office.
For a charge, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Absolutely. Nothing is free in this world.
No, somebody's going to be like, I heard you talking to Brenda, and it didn't say a charge, and I didn't take the picture, so I came here.
Yeah, there's a charge. You can go to my website, www.browardclerk.org, in order to find all this information out in reference to the passport office and what you need to bring, the amount of money that you need to bring, because I don't want to say a certain amount now and then it's not on my website. So please go to www.browardclerk.org and find out all that information.
That's important. We can avoid Miami traffic. Thank you for bringing that wonderful change. 4 offices, you say? We're avoiding Miami?
Yes.
Oof, we have options.
Yes,
Thank
yes, you
you.
do. But do remember, I know sometimes there are people who like to go on a trip and they forget that, oh my God, my passport has expired. Or it's going to expire within the 6 months of my travel.
Yeah.
Can I come to you and get my passport within a day, maybe 2 days, maybe a couple of weeks? No, you have to go to Miami for that. If you just need your standard passport and you're not traveling, normally you'll get your passport back between 6 to 8 weeks when you come to my office. So, but I do not expedite anything less than 2 weeks.
Now, like I have little kids, and I get this a lot from parents. What are the rules? Because I know for my passport, it's every 10 years. What are the rules for kids' passports?
I'm not exactly sure, but if it's not 10 years, it may be 15 because they are kids. But do remember, if anyone wants a passport, the entire family has to come together to get that passport. A mother can't come without the father unless the mother and the father is not together. The mother has to write a letter, notarize it. The father either have to write a letter, notarize it, saying that it's okay that my kid get a passport without me being there.
Okay.
How old do you have to be to get a passport on your own?
Newborn,
Newborn? Okay.
all the way up.
All the way up.
Yes.
Okay.
As
Good
long
to
as
know.
that child is in this world,
Yes.
they can get a passport.
Wow.
Cool. We're going to be back with Miss Brenda Foreman. And guys, don't forget, I'm going to be giving away cash all day long. So make sure you guys are coming to WAVS at 1170 a.m. in Davie. And we are going to give away more cash. So if the third, fourth, and fifth person comes, they each also will get $100 cash, no questions asked. If you guys want to talk to us, give us a call at 954-792-1170 or 305-948-1170. I didn't realize how much Caribbean reggae, soca, Christmas songs there are. A lot of people are like, do you play the songs? Do you pick them? I'm like, I pick every single song there is. So I hope you guys are enjoying the music because I know I am today because I'm all about Christmas. Clearly, I'm the girl that has a Christmas tree up for the past 10 years. Never took it down, but it will come down this year. It's 20 foot. 20 foot. So I usually invite my husband's police friends. They come. The first year they put it up. The second year they said, nope, too much work. And they never came back. So I was like, okay, this year it's got to come off because some of the lights are not working. We'll donate it. But yeah. So you know what, guys? Listen, Thomas Hatchett. Thomas Hatchett, you are our Pay Your Bills contest winner. It is now 2:18, Thomas Hatchett. I will give you until 2:20 to call us at 954-792-1170. I hope you're listening because you can't call me an hour. A lot of people, you guys call me like an hour later, and then Sean, my engineer, has to be the bad guy, or then you call me on my cell phone begging. If you guys don't call within 60 seconds, it's the contest. I'm sorry. It's all James and Brenda's fault and Sean's. I'm the innocent one. But you know what? I want to announce Mr. Brent Wright. Mr. Brent Wright is an amazing man because you know why? He does a lot for children. Literally does a lot for children. He played for the Knicks for a year. He's a 9-time European champion basketball player. And he's very tall. Very, very tall. I look very short next to him. But welcome, Mr. Brent Wright. How are you?
Thank you for having me.
Tell us about yourself.
Well, what would you like to know? You know, we could talk about a couple of things. Born and raised here in Miami, Florida. A product of my community. Had an opportunity to travel the world playing basketball, and the little orange ball just took me all around the world, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. So I'm grateful, and right now I have a non-profit private school that serves underserved kids in Liberty City, at-risk students, and single family moms. So we've been doing this work for over 10 years, impacting the community. And when I retired from playing basketball in 2013, I didn't think I would be doing this. I didn't think this was my purpose. But, you know, after I continued doing this, I realized this was my purpose, and I think this is what God set me out to do. So I'm living in my purpose, and I'm still fully trying to understand it and, you know, why this purpose for me. So, yeah, it's called Be Right Leadership Academy. It's a nonprofit private school in Miami, Florida. And, you know, we just like continue to do the work, have a great staff and loving staff.
So, Mr. Wright, as you know, I'm Brenda Foreman, the clerk of Broward County, and I'm on the opposite end. What my office does, we collect fees, fines, and court calls, and we protect the records that comes through. So when your kids get into trouble, even though you're in Dade County, when your kids are those inner city kids that you're trying to help and try to support, if it wasn't for your organization, what do you think those kids would wind up being, knowing that I'm on the side where if they get arrested, I'm the one who takes all those records and we record them. So are you trying to keep them from getting on my side?
Yes, most definitely. We definitely don't want them there. And I think this, you know, one of the reasons why Be Right Leadership Academy was created to give those kids an opportunity to be successful. I think everyone deserves an opportunity. I think everyone deserves a chance. And, you know, like I said before myself, I had an opportunity, a chance. Somebody believed in me, and that changed my life. That was the best decision that ever happened. So, and that's why I, you know, purposely started a nonprofit foundation, which is a nonprofit private school to help kids and families in need. You know, like we were talking about earlier, education is the only thing that could take you from where you are to where you want to be. So, and being a product of that environment and knowing what that is and knowing how important education is right now at this moment. And I remember being that age and I didn't think it was, but now I get an opportunity to share with the kids to let them know how important it is. And it's very important.
What's the age group?
The age group is age 5 to 16. We are a K through 12 center, but right now we work in from K through 8. But we're looking to open up the high school back up next year with a different twist, more like a virtual online school for the high school kids. They come in like once or twice a week and help them get jobs, career path, and get them opportunity. Because I think, you know, this generation of kids, let's just be honest and real, they're not motivated to really go to college. So we got to meet them where they are and try to help them out as best as possible. And I think learning a trade is something that is very important to this generation of kids. So, you know, we bring them at Be Right Leadership Academy High School, and we're going to offer that to our high school kids.
Is it for male and females or just males?
No, males and females. We don't discriminate. We just, you know, I'm bipartisan, so I'm for whatever that help the kids, whatever can impact the kids and change their lives and give them an opportunity. That's what I'm about.
Absolutely.
How would somebody know about your school?
Well, crazy as you said that yesterday, Instagram got hacked. So Instagram and Facebook got hacked trying to retrieve that. And also right now, today, as we speak, we're trying to update our website. So our website is www.berightla.com. Our Instagram is Be Right Academy. Like I said, again, they got hacked and the website is being worked on. But you could give us a call at 305-762-7168. That's our contact school number where we could be reached at if you want to know more information, or they could reach out to you and you could pass the message along to me.
Well, no, because I'm going to tell you something. I actually learned yesterday. You know, I am a college dropout, but I also went to elementary, middle school, and high school in Sunrise. And yesterday was a very sad day because there's actually 6 schools right now that's being on the chopping block. And one is my middle school, Bear Middle School, and Plantation Middle. They, right now, 90% is almost on the chopping block.
Right.
And it's very sad because that's why I ask you how people know about your school, because if all of these schools are being chopped because of funding, and, you know, I don't know about you, Brenda, but a lot of people are telling me that the younger generation, nobody wants to have kids. Everybody wants to have pets. And there's not enough, like, kids to go around. Like, right now, Bear Middle School was almost 1,100 students. We're down to 600. So
Can I speak on that?
Sure.
So that was great, and that's all across. I know for sure it's like that in Dade County. I just realized it's like that in Broward County. I think that has to do with school choice, and also the pandemic too as well, and some of the things that happen in these schools. So, Step Up for Students give the parents an opportunity for kids to call school choice. So now even that's for private schools. So now it has opened up to virtual and homeschool. So a lot of the kids are not going to the buildings, the brick and mortars. They're staying home, and a lot of homeschooling, virtual school, and things like that. It's in colleges. Kids don't even get out their dorm bed no more. They just roll over and go online for school. So that's where it's at. I don't think that's good, especially for social and emotional intelligence.
I agree.
And that's why our kids, we don't have our issue with kids are not fight. They're not fighting. It's the communication. They don't know how to communicate with each other. Everything is aggressive, and they just don't know how to communicate because they don't get to interact with each other outside of school, because they're in the house all day playing video games and TikTok and Instagramming. And so when they get to school, they think it's a playground. It's play, and they just play all day. These are the most immature kids I ever saw. And not to say that but they all good kids. You know what I'm saying? But they just don't even know. Like, it's like they don't know. When I say they don't know, they don't know. And then if you really think about it, you only know what you know, right?
Well, a lot of them are emotional. They can't control
Yeah.
their emotions.
Right. And that's a lot of the problem. Just ignore him. Ignore her. They talked about Jesus. They gonna talk about you too. But you can't. You imagine being 12, 13, somebody tell you that you don't understand that.
Listen, I was a tough one, okay?
At all. You don't understand that. They don't understand it. So that's why I think it needs to be a little bit more like, I was having this conversation prior to people before about education. Everything around us has changed, right? This is the first time education is changing. You had cell phones, you could take pictures with it, you could send a message, you got FaceTime, all this technology. So now the education part of it is catching up, but we behind because we got to figure out the way to educate them. They're not changing. We got to try to figure out how to educate them, to meet them where they are, to meet them where they at, because they're not changing. They grew up on technology, and technology is here to stay. So how is it possible for them to change?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how can they change? Like, so we got to meet them and find them where they are.
Yes.
If we want to help them.
Absolutely.
And you got to get them an incentive, like what you doing. The $100, gift for grades, and all this type of stuff. That's what you got to do for them, to motivate them.
I agree with motivation. I really do.
I mean, it's sad. I've been talking to a couple of educators for the last 2 weeks, and I'm like, yo, how can I motivate them? So I got all these ideas. Like, I know what to do, but it takes resources, it takes funding, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it takes. You put some incentives in, like coming on school on time, in uniform, not getting put out of class, so and they build something to where at the end of the week or whatever, they get something to it. So you got to dang it a little carrot.
Listen, I've been
for them.
dangling Roblox gift cards like there's no
So
tomorrow,
what's
okay?
up with that.
I tell my kids, you want a
yeah.
Roblox gift card, you better bring an A or B.
Right. So
Okay?
That's what but that's crazy. You got to pay for grades now.
But I'm okay with that. Because you know what? When I was growing up, my parents, if I wanted to lose weight, for every pound, I remember my mom said $5 per pound.
Wow.
I asked my mom that now. She's like, nope. That was then. But no, I agree with the award for the kids. Because they want to, like, times are very different. Times are really, really different. And some kids grow up poor. Like, I grew up poor. And I couldn't have, like, the expensive clothes that the other kids have. So, to me, the award system is really good. And because if we don't teach the kids now, like I always tell, like I have a trademark on use your words, not your hands. Mm-hmm. And I also have a trademark on and a patent on I don't get even, I get more successful. And the reason for that is because I want kids to know, listen, they can fight me tomorrow. You're going to be a bully. I'm going to grow up and I'm going to be a success. Regardless if I go to college or not, I'm still going to be successful. And that's what people don't understand. I want these kids to learn that I don't get even, I get more successful. Mm-hmm. Like, stop using your hands and use your words.
Right.
I think that's the biggest thing right now because with social media, it's competition. Everybody thinks they're going to be a YouTuber. Everybody thinks they're going to be doing all of this stuff.
Yes.
But that's the new world.
I know, but if we don't change them, you know which courthouse they're going to be in?
But it's
The
time-
clerk of courts.
but
Absolutely.
It used to be they're going to be basketball players and football players.
Not anymore.
That's what I'm saying. It changed.
It's changed. It has changed.
You know.
So we
I'm-
have to reach them some kind of way. And,
Yeah.
you know, Mr. Wright, you know, what you're doing is awesome.
Thank you.
I'm on a few boards myself when it comes to kids in Broward County. And one of the boards that I am on, which is in Miami-Dade County, is Embrace Girls Foundation. And they are doing the same thing with inner city girls that you are doing for your kids. And their
Love to
ages
meet
is
'em.
just for middle schoolers. So elementary to middle schoolers. And, you know, Ms. Vilma Lawrence is a very wonderful person in reference to the Embrace Girls Foundation. And I'm going to make sure that you and her meet.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank
Well, we're
you.
going to come back with these lovely guests. We're going to party some. And, you know, thank you for all of the winners. I think there was like 8 of you guys that came. Listen, it pays to listen to car accident referral services. And my pay my bills contest winner, you know, what am I going to do? If you guys have any questions for Brenda Foreman or Brian, please call us now. I know my listeners are so shy. I don't know why. But you guys get to literally speak to Brenda Foreman. 954-792-1170, or in Miami, 305-948-1170. Again, 954-792-1170. Anything you want to know about the clerk of courts, or ask Brenda anything, because if you guys don't call now and you guys call her office, you're going to get one of her staff and one of her employees. Today, you get to actually speak to her and ask her anything that's going on now in 2026, anything you want. So give us a call, 954-792-1170. You know, what a treat today has been, you know, to have Brent and Brenda. Boy, Albies.
Killer bees. That's what they did.
So, Brenda, what does your 2026 look like? Tell me.
My 2026. Starting in January, I got quite a few conferences that I attend in reference to my office. February is Valentine's Day coming up. So in February, on the 14th, I do mass marriages from my jury room. And I am the one that marry couples at one time. So that information is going to be going out very soon on Eventbrite. And once again, if you go to www.browardclerk.org and you're one of those couples that would like to get married in Broward County by the Brenda D. Foreman, please sign up. And on February 14th, come to my jury room and I will marry you. So there's a lot of other events coming up. We have a driver's license clinic, which means if you have a driver's license that is suspended in Broward County only, and you have fees and fines and court costs, restitution and child support does not count. Only regular fees and fines and court costs. I have 2 judges that sits on the bench. They waive your fees. You come back to the clerk's office. We take them off the book. We have the Division of Motor Vehicle right on the spot with us. You pay them a fee to reinstate your license. Merry Christmas.
That's a big one.
Oh, yes. That is a huge event that I put on, and I put it on in April and one in December. And I just had it December 4th. A lot of people, I think it was over maybe 256 people that came that was able to get their license back. And this is what I do to try to help the community, even though ultimately my job is to take your money. That is my job. But I want to be able to have the community to feel that not only Brenda Foreman gives back to the community, I want them to know that coming to the clerk's office is not a bad thing to do. Yes, you owe money. Yes, you owe fees. Yes, you owe fines. Yes, you have to go to court. But we are there to also help you as well. And I also put on a passport day twice a year, meaning on a Saturday, you come between 8 and 1 to get your passport. Single person, family, all that information, once again, is on my website, www.browardclerk.org. And we do that twice a year. And we already talked about sealing expungement. So it's quite a few things that I do throughout the year. Whenever it pops up, whenever it comes up, that is what I do to try to give back to the community.
And you guys can always go. I don't know about you guys, but I go on Clerk of Courts on a daily basis because of what I do. But it's always right there. And I go on some websites where it's very not user friendly. I will definitely tell you, and I'm not saying it because this woman is sitting next to me, but when I go on Broward County Clerk of Courts, I love when you look to the left hand side. They have every single thing that you could possibly ask for, and you click on it. It's not like I have to go looking in these little, I go to some websites and I'm like, okay, this is what I want. And I'm like, I want to, like, I don't know, hit the computer. Like, it's just like this common courtesy, like, just like, this is what I want. I want to find a property. I want to find this. I want to find that. Might as well. And then talk about, because I get a lot of this, small claims court.
Small claims court. Well, you can come and file to take a person to small claims court, and I think the maximum amount that we go up to for small claims court, if I'm not mistaken, and that it once again is on my website, is $50,000.
Okay.
Other than that, you have to actually really go through court in order if it's more money than that. So small claims just for you not to have an attorney, to file against someone, I think it goes up to $50,000.
And then another one, since COVID, people don't realize, but cars now, we have tons of divorce attorneys. I know we focus on car accidents, but since COVID, we do a lot of divorce. And a big question also I get is restraining orders.
Oh, that's a daily basis.
Yeah.
That is a daily basis with restraining orders. It happens a lot, especially when there are men as well as women, especially after a sports game. A lot of domestic violence, sexual violence, verbal abuse, any type of domestic. My office is open Monday through Friday. If you file, you can wait up until 7 o'clock that night in order to get an answer from a judge. If there's an emergency that happens, there are reasons and ways and means that you can file a domestic violence case or restraining order against this particular person. So a lot of this you have to be very, very familiar with. When you come to my office, my the customer service is always number one. When it comes to my office, if anyone ever encounters someone at my office that is not giving great customer service, please let me know. Dot your I's and cross your T and let me know who they are. Because sometimes when you can't get your way, you like to be able to say, well, it didn't this, and this. But if on my end and my employees are not giving you the great customer service, then I can be able to take care of it. It's not a lot of things that we can do because you want us to do, but we will follow the law to make sure that whatever happens whenever you file, it's going to get to the judge. I don't know what the results might be once the judge get it, but we're there.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to come back with Brent and Brenda. Well, all good things come to an end. James, what's your final words?
My final word, hey, listen, it's James with New Haiti, ready to discuss all things Haiti, accelerating change. One thing I want you to keep in the back of your mind is our year will not end on the 31st of December. It will actually end on February 2nd, which is D-Day. Call me, find out more about it. We want to accelerate change. It involves offering self-lending to the people of Haiti returning home unwillingly, but we got to do what we got to do. Call me anytime, 561-856-7440. James with New Haiti. Happy spending time with you.
Brent, what's your last word?
Thank you for having me here. And like I just say, I just want to continue to impact in youth and making a difference in their lives and giving them an opportunity. So that's my purpose, and that's what I would like to end on.
Ms. Foreman?
Everyone, remember, I collect your money, but I do get involved with the community. If you have any questions concerning the legal system with my court system, you can call 954-831-6565. That's 954-831-6565. Website www.browardclerk.org. That's www.browardclerk.org. Everyone have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Guys, thank you guys so much for listening to the Car Accident Referral Services Show. This is Samantha Ranrine, owner and founder of C.A.R.S. Car Accident, Slip and Fall, Workers' Comp. Our network of attorneys will take 25%, not 33 and a third, not 40, but 25%. This is the holiday season. Please use your words, not your hands. My criminal attorneys have been very busy this past month. So please, the TV's not worth it to punch somebody out, because we actually did have a case like that. Please make sure you guys are driving safely. Stop texting and driving. It is the law. You are not allowed to text and drive once your car is moving. You are going to get tickets because you guys have been calling me like crazy to help you fight them. So just give us a call at 954-249-5858. Have a blessed, amazing, and wonderful weekend. Thank you guys so much. God bless.